Hey there, I got your contact info from Mark. He said you might be able to help me out. I'm producing a spot for QTV, a hot new quilting network that's just launched. This is a pretty simple ID for them, and we've already done the shoot and the offline edit. We've gotten designs back from the art director, but what we need now is someone who can do the compositing on the spot. I don't have much direction for you other than make it look good. Looking forward to seeing what you can do.
All right, now it's going to be your turn. Let's see what we've got for you.
All right. Get excited. We are going to get right into it with an exercise that we didn't cover at all in the lesson. This is the only case where we're going to leave you kind of on your own with the exercise. But I'm going to give you some clues right now that should help you not get totally stuck on it. Your starting point are going to be these delivery files here. So we have this Photoshop. We have a couple of red footage files that are cut downs, but they are in the source R3D format. And there's an audio file for the soundtrack. And I'm going to open the Premiere project. Now you may or may not be familiar with Premiere Pro. This is a very simple project. It consists of one sequence, two footage files in that soundtrack, and this is just a straight cut. We can take a look at it here.
There's a network for people who know what a fat quarter is. QTV, the network for quilters.
So as you might guess, the main task here is going to be to key out the footage and replace in the background. There are two predominant sets of files here. One is marked blurred, and of course you are free to compose the shot however you like. If you notice, you're starting with a close-up shot and going to a wide. And of course you're going to be working in After Effects. To work with Premiere in After Effects, go to File, Import Premiere Pro Project. And it doesn't matter in this case whether you choose all sequences or just the one. There are going to be missing items in all likelihood because the path is not what After Effects expects. So here are the missing items. If you ever are in a project and need to find missing footage, you can type missing. We're going to right click, replace footage, file, 104. It should automatically find the others. For some reason the footage looks a little washed out here. This is not log footage. I'm just going to say plow on with the footage looking however it looks, because overall what we know is you could go in here with, say, a curves control and just a gamma adjustment. It's going to have it looking however you want it to look. Another thing you're going to want to do, and you could do this before or after the color adjustment, usually you would do it before, is to work with key light for the color key. So that is going to be found under keying, but this one ships with After Effects, and yet it is quite powerful. In fact, you would expect to see it just about anywhere, in any application and in any movie, really. So one thing you got to do with key light is select the screen color. We could go with just a regular background color. And instead of final result, we could check, say, combined matte here. And that's how the matte is looking. So there's still a lot of kind of holes in the foreground and background. And so you may be able to do better with a different choice of screen color. It actually just chooses a single color, not a range. So if I reset it again and choose a different color from, say, down here, I'm going to get a different result from that. Now, let's face it, there's not much you can do about these holes in the foreground when the apron has actual green details on it. As a final note, I'm going to pull in the Photoshop file as a composition and retain layer sizes so that layers are not cropped. Say OK to that. There's my comp, same organization as we saw before. Blurred and unblurred are here. Go back to the background. It's a lot like the green screen, isn't it? And as I said, you're free to compose the shot however you like, but just keep in mind that you have a wide and a tight. Finally, let's set some expectations for this week. You're a designer and a pro, and you want your work to look good, and you want everything you work on to belong on your reel. That said, this first lesson is designed in some ways to put you up against what you don't know. It's something for you just to flex against and get a sense for yourself of what you may not yet be good at and where we're going to be improving and where to focus your efforts. And of course, you can always come back to it later if you really want to refine it. One last note. Turning in homework for this course is different from our other School of Motion courses, so please be sure to check out the videos we made on exporting and uploading your homework files.
All right, so let's say you take on this lesson and you're not completely killing it yet. Don't worry about it on this lesson if it's full of stuff you don't know how to do. If you do know how to do it, go ahead and kill it. We've still got more to teach you, and I promise you, if you stick with me in this course, we are going to have you killing it by the end.